A rocket is launched toward a civilian area. Within seconds, a radar detects it, calculates its trajectory, and an interceptor missile blasts it out of the sky, all automatically. The cost? Around $80,000 per shot. The technology? Israeli. The impact? Global game changer. Today, we're diving into how Israeli defense startups are revolutionizing military technology worldwide and why the world's most powerful nations are lining up to buy what they're building. Israel, a country smaller than New Jersey with just 9 million people, has become one of the world's most influential forces in military technology. From the Iron Dome that's intercepted thousands of rockets to cutting-edge drones and AI-powered battlefield systems, Israeli defense tech isn't just protecting one nation, it's reshaping how the entire world thinks about modern warfare. But here's what makes this story fascinating. Much of this innovation isn't coming from massive corporations. It's coming from startups. Small teams of former soldiers turned entrepreneurs who are taking combat experience and transforming it into technology that's literally saving lives and changing the battlefield. So how did this tiny nation become a defense tech superpower? Let's break it down. Let's start with Israel's most famous export, the Iron Dome. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries, the Iron Dome was declared operational in 2011. Since then, it's achieved something remarkable: over 90% interception rate against thousands of rockets and missiles. Here's how it works. The system uses three components. First, a radar detects incoming threats. Second, a battle management system calculates if the rocket will hit a populated area. If it's going to land in an empty field, the system actually ignores it to save money. Third, if it's a threat, Tamir interceptor missiles launch to destroy it mid-air. The development story is wild. Israel commissioned it in 2007, choosing local contractor Rafael over American giant Lockheed Martin. The system went from drawing board to combat ready in less than 4 years, incredibly fast for weapons development. And get this, according to the developers, due to budget and time constraints, some missile components were actually taken from toy cars sold at Toys R Us. Talk about startup mentality in defense. The United States has invested over $1.6 billion in the system between 2011 and 2021, with another billion approved in 2022. Why? Because it works. The technology is so effective that countries like Romania and India have signed deals to acquire it, and a new U.S. factory just opened to manufacture Tamir interceptors domestically. But Iron Dome is just the beginning. Israel is now deploying Iron Beam, the world's first operational high-energy laser defense system. It can shoot down rockets, mortars, and drones at approximately $3 per interception instead of $80,000. The system completed final testing in 2025 and is entering service. Rafael announced in May 2025 the world's first combat use of laser systems to intercept aerial threats, marking a massive leap in defense technology. Now here's where the story gets really interesting. Israel's defense innovation isn't just about big companies anymore. It's about startups, lots of them. According to Startup Nation Central, there are over 312 defense tech startups in Israel. And here's the kicker. More than a third of all defense tech startups registered with the organization were created after October 7, 2023, in just the last 2 years. Why the explosion? The answer lies in Israel's unique ecosystem. Around 20% of Israeli reservists work in the high-tech sector. When conflicts erupt, these tech professionals serve in combat roles, experience real battlefield problems firsthand, then return to their day jobs with the skills and motivation to solve those problems. Take Skyhoop, for example. Created by a reservist who developed a wearable device using mobile phone technology to warn troops of aerial threats. The startup emerged from stealth mode and is now being piloted in Ukraine, with discussions underway for trials by the U.S. Defense Department. Or consider Kayla Technologies, founded after October 7, 2023, by veterans of Elite IDF Unit 8200 and the former Israel head of Palantir. They're building an open software platform to help Western militaries rapidly integrate commercial and civilian technologies, things like tablets, sensors, night vision goggles, into existing military systems. They've already raised $39 million from major U.S. venture capital firms Sequoia Capital and Lux Capital, plus the CIA's investment arm IQT. Lital Leshem, an Israeli reservist, put it perfectly when she co-founded the defense-focused fund Protego Ventures. Reservists are coming out of the battlefield and are actually putting together new companies to solve real problems that they have experienced in real time. This is creating what one expert called a technological revolution, similar to the shift 20 years ago that eventually evolved into smartphones. While everyone talks about Iron Dome, Israel's drone industry has been quietly dominating global markets for decades. Israel was a pioneer in UAV technology, and its successful use of drones in the 1982 Lebanon War actually inspired the United States to take military drones more seriously. Today, Israel remains one of the world's top 3 drone powers, competing with the US and China. By mid-2017, Israel accounted for more than 60% of international UAV exports over the previous 3 decades, delivering 165 units to foreign buyers. Israeli defense exports hit a record $12.5 billion in 2022, with about 25% of agreements signed that year being for UAVs and drones. Companies like Israel Aerospace Industries with their Heron line, Elbit Systems with the Hermes 900, and Rafael-backed Aeronautics with the Orbiter series dominate different market segments. But what gives Israel's drones their edge? Combat testing. Israel's high operational tempo means UAVs are constantly being tested, refined, and improved in real-world conditions. As one industry executive explained, engineers who work on drone development are often military reservists who actually operate these UAVs in active service, then bring real-time battlefield feedback back to the office. The Israeli Ministry of Defense actively supports this through programs like InnoFence, created in 2019 as an innovation center partnering startups with funding. They've accepted 43 startups so far, with less than 5 being purely defense-oriented. Most are dual-use technologies applicable to both civilian and military markets. Israel is also a major innovator in counter-drone systems. Companies like Defend Solutions developed Enforce Air, a cyber system that can actually seize control of hostile UAVs, now deployed at several NATO bases. Rafael's Drone Dome can identify targets and use lasers to neutralize them from several kilometers away. So what makes Israel's defense startup ecosystem so successful? It's a combination of factors that's almost impossible to replicate elsewhere. First, there's the military-civilian pipeline. Israel has mandatory military service, and elite units like the intelligence-focused Unit 8200 or the Talpiot program for top scientific minds create a steady stream of highly trained talent. These aren't just soldiers, they're engineers, programmers, and innovators who understand both technology and real operational needs. Second, there's the government support structure. The Israeli Ministry of Defense's Directorate of Defense Research and Development actively nurtures startups. In 2025, the government approved up to $200 million in state guarantees to promote venture capital funds focused on defense tech development. The ministry directly adopted technologies from over 100 startups for the IDF in recent years. As one official explained, the military needs quick answers, so time to market must be fast. Third, there's the investment boom. Israeli and American VC firms that previously avoided the defense sector due to perceived risk are now pouring money in. Major U.S. firms like Sequoia Capital and Lux Capital are actively funding Israeli defense startups. Protego Ventures, a defense-focused fund, raised around $100 million and has studied 160 defense companies. Fourth, there's battle testing. Israel's ongoing security challenges mean technologies aren't just theoretical, they're proven in real combat conditions before being offered for export. This gives Israeli systems credibility that lab-tested competitors can't match. And fifth, there's the ecosystem effect. Large defense contractors like IAI, Rafael, and Elbit Systems aren't just competing with startups, they're partnering with them. IAI runs accelerator programs, selecting startups to work with their engineers on breakthrough technologies. This creates a collaborative model, accelerating innovation across the entire sector. The global impact of Israeli defense startups is profound and growing. European nations dealing with the fallout from the Russia-Ukraine war are upgrading militaries and turning to Israeli technology. Countries are sending older equipment to Ukraine and replacing it with new systems, many from Israel. Abraham Accord countries in the Gulf have purchased approximately $3 billion in Israeli defense platforms since the 2020 peace agreements. The U.S.-Israel defense partnership continues deepening. A new facility in Camden, Arkansas, began producing Iron Dome interceptors domestically in November 2025 through the Raytheon-Rafael joint venture R2S with a $1.25 billion contract. This represents the first all-up-round production facility in the U.S. for these systems. Technologies developed by Israeli startups are being tested and adopted worldwide. The problems Israel has solved, detecting low-flying drones in crowded airspace, distinguishing friendly from hostile platforms, rapidly closing the kill chain, are exactly the challenges now confronting European and American forces. But it's not all smooth sailing. Israeli defense tech faces significant challenges. There's been political backlash in some quarters. In June 2025, the Paris Air Show reportedly closed off pavilions of Israeli defense companies. Some worry about the delegitimization of Israeli innovation despite its technological excellence. There are also concerns about sustainability. Each Iron Dome interceptor costs around $80,000. During prolonged conflicts with high-intensity attacks, maintaining sufficient stockpiles becomes extremely expensive. That's why systems like Iron Beam, at $3 per shot, represent such a critical evolution. Supply chain vulnerabilities matter too. Global instability affects the availability of raw materials and components needed for advanced systems. And there's the regulatory complexity. Defense technology involves strict export controls, international agreements, and political considerations that can complicate sales even when the technology is superior. So what's next for Israeli defense startups? The trajectory is clear. Defense tech is becoming one of Israel's defining sectors for the coming decade. Artificial intelligence integration is accelerating. Israeli startups are developing AI-powered systems for threat detection, autonomous decision-making, and swarm drone operations. Companies are working on systems that can process multiple data streams simultaneously and make split-second targeting decisions. Laser weapons are moving from experimental to operational. Iron Beam is just the beginning. Naval versions are being developed, and smaller systems like Light Beam can be mounted on light vehicles to protect mobile units against drone threats. Quantum technologies are emerging. Startups are working on quantum encryption for secure communications and quantum computing applications for breaking enemy codes and optimizing defense logistics. Space-based systems are expanding. Israeli companies are developing satellite technologies for surveillance, communication, and potentially missile defense. And the startup ecosystem itself keeps growing. with defense ministries worldwide recognizing that innovation often comes from small, agile teams rather than massive bureaucracies, the demand for Israeli startup solutions continues climbing. Industry experts suggest that if current trends continue, defense tech could become Israel's next breakout sector, potentially rivaling even its famous cybersecurity industry. Israeli defense startups have achieved something remarkable. They've turned a nation of 9 million people into a global military technology powerhouse. From the Iron Dome protecting cities, to drones monitoring borders, to AI systems revolutionizing battlefield intelligence, Israeli innovations are now deployed by militaries worldwide. The startup ecosystem, fueled by combat experience, government support, investment capital, and an entrepreneurial culture, continues producing technologies that change how nations defend themselves. The model is simple but powerful. Take soldiers with first-hand battlefield experience, give them the skills and resources to innovate, test technologies in real combat conditions, and rapidly iterate based on results. It's startup methodology applied to national defense, and it's working. As global conflicts evolve and military technologies advance, Israeli defense startups will likely remain at the forefront of innovation. Their unique combination of operational experience, technical excellence, and entrepreneurial drive create solutions that the world's militaries desperately need. The question isn't whether Israeli defense startups will continue shaping global military technology. The question is, what will they revolutionize next? Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into technology that's changing our world. Leave a comment below. What aspect of Israeli defense tech interests you most? And until next time, stay curious.